We're here with Ghosts on the Coast investigators Joanne and Roy Dellosso. If you've watched our podcast in the past, you know them very well. And we're actually investigating their house. This is one of the first times we're investigating a private residence, and they have told us about some experiences they've had over the years, which have kind of gone dormant until recently. And they have very kindly let us into their house to do this investigation, and now we're going to interview them and see what experiences they've experienced. So, what's been going on? You said all of a sudden recently things have been a little bit accelerated.
Yes, the house has been quiet for a while. I just want to give you a little background. This is not an old house. It was built in 1979 and there was no other house on it. This was an empty lot. The previous owners were in their 60s. The previous owners, the wife, her mother had passed away in this home. After they sold us the house and we moved in 1988, the husband died a year later. They had moved to Florida and he had died a year later. So shortly after sort of moving in, we were settling in and we were doing some minor renos. We started hearing things like footsteps going up and down the stairs, and we would come and look and there'd be nobody there. And then we would hear boxes moving in the attic. My kids were young then too also, and they started reporting to me a man with a white beard was coming to visit them. Consequently, they believed in Santa Claus way beyond the normal years because this white man was coming with the beard was coming to see them. As they grew older, they didn't see him, but we would always hear the footsteps. We'd all be downstairs watching television, no one up here. You would hear someone coming down the stairs. So some of the other things we'd hear is sometimes my husband would be working in the home office and you'd feel like somebody was staring over your shoulder. I would hear faint music, and you really strain in your ears to hear the music. It sounded like it was like 1920s music, but it's so hard to hear, but the music is playing in the background. We've had things missing and show up in strange places. I have a family ring that is in a box, and I found the ring downstairs in the laundry room in a corner.
Yep, we have our ghost radar running here during the interview. Now, you've, not to interrupt, but you've said that at times you've run the radar in the house and there's never been more than 2 dots.
Never more than 2 dots, no. So it's been quiet for a while, or we just haven't been paying that much attention, but we recently started another remodeling job, and we've been working on the house, and this is our latest experience. Our latest experience is we had no furniture in the house, and we were sleeping on mattresses in our living room. And about 3 o'clock in the morning, I was woken up by footsteps, thinking it was my son coming from downstairs. And it was heavy footsteps. And I went and I peered over the railing, and nobody's there. So I went and laid back down, and I heard somebody going down the stairs. And then I heard somebody coming up the stairs. I went back to sleep, and my husband then, he woke up at a later time and he heard the footsteps going up and down the stairs. And then he heard something like, a box going down the stairs or something?
No, something fell down the stairs.
And when we investigated, there was nothing going on. And as a side note, it was so funny, I woke up because I heard a voice yelling, "Oh my God, the floors are gorgeous." We had just had the floors redone. So, we're thinking that whatever was here might be woken up again and is looking, but we've always, ever since Greg introduced me to the ghost radar, I've been running it in the house, and every time we see these 2 dots, and sometimes we had drafty windows, so we can't confirm whether we've ever had cold spots or not. But our windows have been redone, so we will report to you if we feel any cold spots in the future. And that's about it.
You'd mentioned Wally,
Wally,
owner.
Yeah, when the children just told us what the man with the white beard was, the previous owner, Wally, had a white hair and white beard, and he had died a year later, so we've always called him Wally. So, you know, if something happened or something's missing, we always said, well, Wally must have gotten to it. So, yeah, that's what we've named him, Wally.
Now, Roy, before you said there was one death in the house that definitely occurred, which room would that have been in?
Probably the office room?
No, it was Katie's room.
Katie's room. One of the parents were living with them, and they passed away in the room.
And Wally did not die in the house?
No.
No, Wally didn't die in the house.
He died on an operating table in Florida.
Okay. Do you think we're going to find anything tonight? Did you ever, well, first of all, did you ever think you'd be doing an investigation in your own house? And secondly, do you think we're going to find anything tonight?
No, because when I started working with you, like, we had all forgotten about this. And, you know, because it's been a long time. And like I said, when it started happening again, I'm like, oh my gosh, he's back again. So no, we never thought we'd be investigating my house.
Think we're going to find anything tonight?
I don't know. I'm hoping that something comes through.
And if there's one thing you could find out, let's say we do find some stuff out tonight through the Spirit Box sessions and the seance that we have set up here, what do you want to know? If there's one thing you could know from Wally or whoever it is that's haunting the house, what would that be?
Just that they're, you know, we're okay if he's here, you know, we sort of enjoy him. So I would just want to know, is it really Wally? If they can tell us. But in our past experiences, we found out that ghosts really don't know how to spell that well.
Yes.
They know how to answer yes and no, but they don't know how to spell.
She's referring to one of the many episodes that we film seances where the glass just kind of spins around. But anything else you want to add before we start the investigation?
No, I can't think of anything. You think of anything?
Nope.
Uh-oh, he's bound.
Oh, bound. Uh-oh. Well, thank you very much for your time. Greg Caggiano here for Ghosts on the Coast, along with Joanne and Roy Dellosso. This was our interview trying to get their experiences here at their own private residence here in Atlantic Highlands. And we will start our investigation soon and hope to have some content for you. Thank you very much for watching.